Let's get this bread. All right, everybody. Welcome back to Satisfactory. We are on the verge of absolute greatness because we are finally going to install the last coal generator. And then, when we install the last coal generator, we're going to get rid of... Oh yeah, those things always freak me out. Like, I have no idea what they are. It's the Christmas presents. I think there's a chance... Hello? What's that? Look at that. Look it. There's a downed spaceship over there. Dude, we can easily run a power line over there. I think the dude at school told... Is that a candy cane? It's like a freaking candy cane over there, too. Oh, is that Santa? Did Santa crash? I think he did. A friend at work said that you have to run power over there. And look at all the way over there. There's a item on top of that too. Interesting. You know, you can build the scout tower, and I was like, why would you want the scout tower? It's so stupid. Like, I get it now. Like, you can... What was that? Oh, it landed right next to me. Okay, good. They do jingle bells. Anywho, oh my goodness gracious. So yeah, we're gonna get the last coal power plant put in right there, and then we're gonna rip up the last of the bio burners, and we should have a little bit of electricity to play with, but we also need to build a ton of platform space. And I keep telling myself too that it would be so smart to relocate all these and just put everything down there on the lake, right? It would be so smart to do that, because then I wouldn't have to worry about the pumps. I wouldn't have to worry about it going up the levels, because it's just going to get more and more ludicrous the more and more of these things we need. I mean, just imagine 5 more of these, right? Imagine all the pipes climbing up to reach this level, right? Like, it's just going to get crazy. If we go ahead and bite the bullet and just put them on the like, build another platform down there, sure, we'll have 5 of them, but they'll just go like one. I really should open up a drawing, like a paint, so you can see what I'm thinking about doing. How much do these things cost to build a platform? We'll just do the 1mm. Okay, so we can build about 200 of these. Let's just go and build 200 of these. I need to focus. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put it in the... I'll put in the frames here, the foundation. I'll build that. I'll do what I was gonna do. I'll get rid of the bio burner, and then I'll start building the other platforms. That's what I want to do this episode. Woo! Oops. Didn't want to do that. I very much like how these things snap on at the end. If you've ever played Minecraft, you know how difficult it is to start that first block in a new row when you're like super duper high up in the air like this. So, love it. There is a game, and I'll keep talking about it, called Empyrean Galactic Survival, and they do a little better because you can drag. You can click and drag and then let go, and it'll make a whole area for you. So you have to do it individually. Alright, let's do one more coal generator. I love how big they are, though. They're fantastic in their size. Like, they definitely get the scope correct, you know, of how big they ought to look. So I love that. And then take that right out of here. Just plug it right into that. And they're not yelling at me for the stuff going through, so I'm okay with that. And then I have to figure out a way to rip off some coal. How am I going to rip off some coal? Please tell me that the splitter, I can just put it on there. How cool would it be if you... No way. No way. Oh, I like it when video games follow their same logic, right? So like the logic that they use, and here comes the coal, lovely. The logic they use for this, where you can just like glue stuff onto the side, is the same logic they use for the belts, where you can just glue stuff onto the belt and make it work. That is fantastic. I I'm in love. Alright, we should have a post. Yep. So you can now contribute your... There we go. And it is turning and burning with coal and water. Let's just make double sure here. Full of water, full of coal. It's got 10. That's lovely. Let's just make sure how... Oh. 9. No. We're supposed to be coming from this. Both of those alright. Alright, rip that up. And then, you gotta do this delicately now. That has to get ripped up. Okay? And then, from here, you go right into there. Put a connector on you there. And that goes into that. And I think I've locked myself in here. Let's see if that thing's going to open up. Start cycling. No, it is not. Because that one is not completely put on correctly. Let's try again. There we go. That's a good connection. So we'll go right into there. And then it should open up and start breathing. It does. So it's pumping water in. Alright. There we go. Now let's just double check. Are you 400 out of 400? And then you should be... Yeah, you're climbing up there. You're getting there. And what could have happened is that we pulled from this thing for a moment when we had 3 of them feeding off of it, and it's just taking it a second to build all the way back up to 400. Because it's one of those like 30 steps forward, 27.8 steps back. So the remainder is just like 1.2. So because we started out not anywhere near 380, and we broke 380 just a second ago. We'll probably go up to 380 now. 381, right? So it'll go, 384. And then it'll go all the way back down to like 274, and then it'll pop all the way back up to like, there we go. Maybe I was wrong. Right now, yeah, I think it's eventually gonna top out. I mean, I just gotta watch till it gets to 400. I mean, I've spent this much time. Might as well just finish it. And there we go. Oh, dang it. Oh, man. We had an inflow. I guess one of the steam engines pulled water. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Lovely. Alright, and then let's just take a check here at our... Well, we can climb up here. And let's just check our coal situation. See, now the coal is never stopping, and that's what I was kind of saying earlier, is that because that coal stopped for just 1 second, the extra tick that it was waiting is now gone, and it's just going to constantly be feeding these deals here. And I think we're all tied into the main deal, to the main line. So let's go ahead and get rid of these relics of a bygone era. And goodbye. No more bioreactors. We are now into coal, and I think we have tons of electricity left over. Let's just check. Yeah, our maximum capacity is 300 megawatts, and then we are currently producing, max consuming is 241, and we're producing 300. Yeah. I feel like our max is, I feel like our maximum was like 3, I feel like we could make more. I don't think 75 times 4 is 300. Go ahead and pick these bad boys up, just so that thing doesn't stop working ever. And I really want to rip all of this up and transfer this production somewhere else. I don't want this to be on this floor. I want to go ahead and build out there and transfer this production like seamlessly straight out. So that's going to require building a lot of platforms, and we are going to do that. We're not going to put it off, but we are going to take a little trip out there to Santa's sleigh, because I am very curious about what those gigantic I mean, to me they look like candy canes, right? But we're going to go out there and we're going to look at Santa's sleigh. We're going to see what's up. and then we'll come back and we'll build that platform. We have been doing a lot of work in the factory here, so we're going to take a little break, a little hiatus, a sabbatical, if you will. Da, 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 da. Got it. All right, let's go put this stuff in our pockets down. I don't know how we keep getting stuff. Like I empty my pockets out and we just keep getting more and more. Like this, like flower petals. I don't know why I have flower petals. There's biomass, there's wood, there's leaves. One of those probably should be put up so that it actually is doing something. I don't need that much for the chainsaw. I don't even know if I need that anymore, the chainsaw. I can go and just put it down. It doesn't kill anybody, so... Oh, nice. Love that. And then I have one of these power shards. It makes no sense to just have it in our pocket and it not being used, really. We need to find a place that can just produce a ton of it, or a ton of something that we need. Maybe screws, you know? Maybe screws. This thing right here is not even working. I guess because it's waiting on more screws. Yeah. It doesn't make sense for this thing to be... Oh, it is. It's already supercharged. Okay. It gets just enough screws, I think, every time. Like maybe every fourth time, like every fourth time, it just doesn't get enough. You know what I mean? Like every fourth time, it has to wait like 2 seconds because there's just not enough there. What are you even making? Smart plating? We need 500 of those, so yeah, that's fine. And then are you waiting for stuff? It looks like it's waiting for iron plate. It looks like it's waiting for iron plate, yeah. Do we have another iron plate we can bring in here? Is this iron plate? It is. Okay, so let's do this. Rip that up. Let's rip that up. Do 3. You come out. Go into that. You come out. Go into there. Then you come out and go into there. And then maybe that'll alleviate our iron plate shortage. I doubt it though. I think it would benefit a lot better if we put this thing on, continue like upgraded the belt to Mark II. Maybe. And those things are yellow. Yellow means they're not producing. Maybe they're waiting on ingots. Maybe it's an ingot problem. Yeah, we'll put you in here. All right, ramp up production of some ingots there. How about that? Think that'll help? I wonder if the yeah, it should, because none of them are backing up. Perfect. There we go. So that belt keeps up. Now these things are being fed more aggressively. So hopefully, with the addition of the other box and with that thing now smelting more ingots per second or per minute or whatever, and then the addition of all this, maybe we won't have that thing stopping so often. Maybe we'll have this belt full, and it'll stay full. That's 4 coming out every second. I get so sidetracked. Let's go see Santa Claus. He's all the way over there. I don't know how I missed that. I do not know how I missed. People who are watching this series, all one of you need to point out things like that to me. I mean, I'm sure maybe you didn't see it either, but the only thing I don't like is how you have to click on it and then drag it. Oh, it does make a telephone pole. I was going to say, I don't like how it doesn't just automatically make a telephone pole for you. And no, I don't know 100% if this needs power, but I assume at one point we're gonna need something out here anyway, so might as well. And I know that there's like Gribblies up there to the left, so I'm gonna try to stay clear of the Gribblies. I don't want to be attacked. Not that I can't handle it, I don't want it to be attacked. Does anybody want to be attacked? All right. Now where are the candy canes at? Were they even candy canes? Oh, it's just those weird things. Okay, I thought those were candy canes. That's neat. Should have done that. I'm gonna take a sample of this for science. Take a little one. Perfect. Limestone by silica. Okay. Got some silica out of that. Some more over there too. Okay. Oh, good to know. I didn't get prompted. Like, it didn't come up saying, like, you have now found a blah, blah, blah. You know how the girl will come up and she'll talk to you every now and then? Oh, that's broke. I think this is where you access the drop pod. Emergency door status. Repairs needed. Battery broken. 30 mega. Yeah. So you gotta bring it some power. There we go. I got you some power. There we go. Now what this? Hard drive. A hard drive with the data. Analyze it and then salvage its components. Okay. Done.
Data on the hard drive has been salvaged and can be repurposed to unlock an alternate recipe.
Hey,
Salvaging more hard drives will provide additional alternate recipes.
Oh, good. So another recipe. And I've heard, my friend at work has told me that the recipes are very good because sometimes you don't have to use in-demand material or metal. Like you can get away with using something that you consider waste or secondary. So yeah, pretty happy. Did I start here? I think I started here. Oh my goodness, I did. I think I started right here when the game first landed me. I think I was up. I was. Yeah, if you go back to look at episode number 1, we started like somewhere over there, and we ran down that cliff face. We came over here. We got attacked. I think I ran over and saw the waterfall, and then I decided to make a home over there where the waterfall is. So that crash landing was probably the same crash lander we saw at the very beginning of the game in episode 1, which makes a lot of sense because we got attacked by Gribblies the first time we went to the crash site, and I assumed I was going to get attacked by Gribblies again, and I did not. So I think I've already cleared them out. And the soccer ball things over there, those little soccer ball things, I remember those from the first episode too. That's cool. What is this? Are you a person? Are you gonna make that green gas that kills me? You just gonna be nice? Nope, green gas that kills me. Okay, yep. Sorry. There's something at the top of that, and you have to kill those things to get to it. No, look at that. That's another crashed site out there. That might be the one that we saw at the beginning of the game. The limestone, yeah. So we can go ahead and bring energy out there to it. Let's just go ahead and make sure. I'm sure it's going to need energy because it looks like another crash site. It's got bad guys. Yep. So we're going to have to kill the bad guys and bring out energy. So let's go ahead and just bring the telephone poles over here. I don't know if I should bring them from over there or if I should go ahead to the ones I've already made. Hey? Oh, they're following me. I'll do the ones I've already made. I'll wrap it around on the right hand side. Or maybe I'll just do this one. Are you still behind me? I'm really happy that stuff doesn't try to break your items in the game. That's super nice. I mean, it would be cool if there was like guns in the game, you know, like turrets. We had to build them to like fight off the natives. That would be kind of cool. Look, I don't want any trouble. You just leave me alone. Just trying to build this victory. At this point, I'm just trying to get recipes. So if you wouldn't mind. Okay. Yeah, they don't care. All right, let's dance. No. Oh, you're gonna try to do your speed attack on me? It's not gonna work. The deal here is to stay airborne. You know what I mean? It's an old Counter-Strike strat. You just stay airborne the entire time. They can't hit you. I like what he does his little dash. It drops my frame rates like crazy, but I think it's cool. Want that. Want that. That's nothing. Please and thank you. There was a spool of wire over here. Take that. Let's go look around this. I wonder if this is someone else's attempt to like do this planet, and if they screwed it up, like if they died and like all this is like millions of years, not millions of years, but hundreds of years later or something. It'd be kind of nice to hear their story, like how they screwed it up. Maybe they sent 2 people, and from now on they're like, we're not going to send 2 people anymore. We're just going to send 1. Am I having to pay? Wait a minute. Did I have to pay the rotors? Because there was a thing over here that I had the oh my goodness. It's rotors and it's electricity. I just spent 40 rotors on that. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh man, that was a lot of time. Well, cool, but kind of not cool. I thought it just took electricity. It just said like repairs needed. Oh, maybe if you would have repaired, maybe down, like, you can't do this again. I wish I could go back and show you. Maybe there was a thing down here. Maybe if you double clicked that and then you gave it power, maybe these other things would have stuff in them too. Oh, we'll have to try that out the next time we find a crash site. Oh man, that stink. If we just like cut off a huge amount of resources or like technology. All right, we have 2 of these things in our pockets, and I think we're done. Yeah, we can't. Oh, a slug. Of course there would be a slug. Is that wood? That is wood. Guess what? I'll leave some wood there. We'll go over here and we'll pick up the slug. You guarding the slug? Is he your buddy? You're the one that spits fire, right? You gonna run away now? Let me pick him up. Okay, no, he's not gonna pick it up. These guys can they can hip shoot that fire like no one's business, man. Like they hit me every time. What can we drop? Flower petals? Dropped. Alright, Mr. Slug. You're gonna get to live the rest of your life inside of a tube. You're gonna make my machines do stuff faster for some reason. Do I have any, can I eat anything? Do I have any? I got no nuts. Can I stack that? Nope. Is that leaves? Yeah, I don't need the leaves. Leaves, limestone, mycelium, silica. I'll hold on to that stuff. Oh, hello. Quartz, huh? That's cool. I like quartz. It's kind of nice to go walk around and just observe and get to know the area. Such a fun game. Such a fun game. It's really cool how they balance the stress of a factory. Is this new? Bacon? I mean, I guess. They balance the stress of making the factory with the de-stressing of just walking around and enjoying the landscape. Because someone like me, you may not have caught on, but someone like me, like, I don't really have the faculties to do a game like this. I like them, but to me they're just very, very difficult. You know, gee, Willikers, I think I have everything I want. I don't really want, you know what, I'll drop 31 concrete for some nuts. Only way to get your health up is the nut intake. We mean not enough space. I ate all the nuts. I ate all the nuts. I put you down, I ate the nuts. What do you mean there's no room? Can I eat these? Okay. Interesting. So, anyway, alright. Ooh, more nuts. I don't think we have any room though. Or, yeah, not enough space for nuts. Oh my goodness. What a gigantic mess all that's turned out to be, huh? What a gigantic mess. Oh, we have some of the bacon things right here. I thought they were kind of exotic. Yes, I have forgotten to turn my light off. And yes, I forgot. I don't know how to turn my light off. I wish I knew how, but I have forgot. So my light is on permanently. I hope that doesn't... I hope you don't leave the channel because of that. Please don't. Just tell me in the comments, turn my light off or you're leaving. I can change. Is this the ma'am? This is the ma'am. Would like to research one hard drive, please. Yes, scan it. Oh, it takes 10 minutes. Okay, good. Well, just as long as it didn't take a long time. Alright. Get over here in my workspace. Xeno Zapper, portable miner, beacon, chainsaw, color cartridge. Nice, nice. Don't need any of that. There's something in here, I think. What is this? Product Packer Deluxe. Oh. No, I don't want to do that. I thought there was something in here I could do. Okay. Alright. Oh, the slug. The slug. Where does one go to make the slug? Is it you? Are you the slug maker? From the organs? No. Yes. Perfect. Lovely. Go over here to this thing. Oh, right. It's already working on something. Melters. What's white? White mean? It's not getting enough ore. It's not getting enough ore. Interesting. Do I have... I don't think I have iron ore in this over here. Oh, I already have some quartz. Do I have a ton? Is there a way to store all? There we go. So things. Oh no, I didn't want to. I didn't really want to do that. I think it. Anyway, well, there's some ingots. There's copper ore. I really want to drop these iron ingots into something. So the iron ingots are going into that. Let's see if it'll take any. There you go. Now you have 100 iron ingots. There you go. Now you have 100 iron ingots. There we go. Perfect. So that's not going to stop. That's not going to fix the problem, because the problem is that these things aren't producing enough ingots. Or I'm so sorry that they're not getting enough. The iron's not coming fast enough. I think we can do the Mark II conveyor belts then. How much do they cost? Yeah. Mark II conveyor belts. Is that already Mark II? Yeah, that's Mark II. You know Mark II because Mark II is a little bit higher up. If you look, they're a little bit thicker than this. So there's Mark II. There's Mark II. Maybe they weren't Mark II. And that one really doesn't need to be Mark II because it's not really going to anything mission critical. Or is it? Yeah, it is. We might as well upgrade it. Okay, now you're Mark II. Okay. Okay, how's that? How's that feel? I feel a little better? I feel like we're moving things along a little better. I bet this thing now is emptying out all of its... I bet now, yeah, it's... No, maybe not. Maybe it's keeping up. Well, that's cool. Love that. But this thing can keep up with 3 smelters? No. It keeps up with 2 smelters at Mark II, and it doesn't need any type of, like, extra. That's great. That's fantastic. Now that's yellow. Why are you yellow? Because you have a backlog of ingots because they're not being used fast enough. So maybe we can put a deal in here for you because you're not making that fast enough. Well, that's not going to help at all. You're just not making things fast enough, which is not bad. Which is not bad. Okay, the efficiency here is quite terrible. But at least it now kind of seems like things are moving rather quickly. The plates aren't the limiting factor anymore. It's the screws again. Remember we put like 1,500 screws in here too, so. In fact, I don't even think we make screws by themselves anymore. I don't even think we make screws by themselves. All the screws are being used. That probably is not good. You have to turn into rods first? You do. Maybe I should take it out of... Where'd I put that slug at? Maybe I take the slug out of here and I plug it over here into the... There we go. 60 per minute now. Whereas before it was what? 40? Oh wow, that's nice. Yeah. That's nice. And if we need to, see that's what I'm saying. We need to have, you know how we did the water, how the water comes up to a buffer and there's just tons of water there to be used at any given time? We need to rip all this up and rip all the stuff up there down, and we need to extend this all the way out so that we just have one massive inlay or pipe of screws. And those screws go into one connex, and that connex never, like that connex will fill up. Like the output is not as big as the input. Like the input is 10, the output is 9.5. So that we're always going to have screws stored, and that way we're going to have maybe not the most efficient production, but we're going to have continuous production. Like we're going to know 100% that every single like moment that we're doing something that we're going to get, you know, like we're always going to get 150 of these an hour. Like I want it to be continuous and insanely knowable, right? And the reason behind that is that if something requires, like in the top right hand corner, if it requires 500 of something, I'm going to say, well, I make 200 a minute, so that's just going to take us like 3 minutes, right? I want that information. Why? Because I want to know how long it's going to take for something to happen. I don't want to just be guessing. I want to be able to say, like, in this episode, we ought to be able to make enough of these to yada yada yada. And see, if I try to explain this out, now you see, you know, why this is such a bad idea. Putting them here is that all that stuff needs to be uninterrupted. It needs to go straight out through here. Those should have been at the very far end on another, like on at the far end, and it should have been this right here. That should have been the level that the coal is at, that the coal power plants are at, because that is so easy to grab that coal belt up there and feed it down this way than it is to send all this water up. You know what I mean? Like that's just going to be something that happens. I don't want to screw up my little way up, but I am going to keep building this out. I think I'm going to have enough to do it. Some people also have warned me as I was talking to them. They were like, don't put too much stuff in like one area because your computer will just die. They're like, you need to relocate some of your stuff just so some things can happen off screen. I don't like the idea of that. I want it to be one gigantic Ecomonopolis, you know, like I want it to be one gigantic area spanning, and that's why I didn't want to get rid of the waterfall. Like I know we're destroying the natural beauty by building on top of it, but you know, it's still there. Whenever we get done with our phase of the project, we can just rip all this stuff up and then the planet will be back to normal. Except for, like, you know, us blocking out the sunlight and sucking up vast amounts of water, you know, except for that. Right. And I really do hope that it's just aesthetic. You know what I mean? Like, I just hope it's aesthetic. I mean, using the cheapest ones of these and not the 4x4, whatever they're called. I hope this doesn't break off, fall into the water. No, we're doing good. I think, though, we can actually start building out this way, too. We'll do one more that way. I've toyed around with the idea of like letting some people come on and help me, because I think that'd be fun to have them, like, watch them run around and do some work. They can make fun of like my design changes or my design preferences. But like I said, I don't multiplayer stuff makes me. I like playing multiplayer like Hell Let Loose, because every now and then you run across just a really great group of people, especially as like a tank person. If you have a good tank crew together, game's righteous. Alright. Now, let's go up there and let's rip up all that stuff, and then we'll rip up all the belts that are going up, and then we're going to move that stuff down here. We're going to go chop down this tree first. I'm sure this tree will respawn. But we're going to chop it down right quick. I hope I have enough. Yay! Couldn't that so fast? We have our deal. Our first new, whatever it's called. Yeah, things out of cutting down material, or out of biofuel. Over here, let's equip that. We'll go put the other one in. We'll find out, what do we get? What do we get? The analysis of the hard drive is complete. Select your desired reward. Alternative blueprint. Pure iron ingots. Produced in a refinery. Production rate is 65 per minute. You get used for crafting most essential basic resource is the iron ore. Water is the second. So water and iron ore will produce 13 iron ingots. I don't know if I'm smart enough to make this choice right now. Wet concrete. The standard recipe. It's just 3 limestone to make 1. So 3 for 1. This is 6 for 4, but you got to bring in water. Standard recipe is a 1-to-1. So you're getting more iron ingots out. Man, I feel like the iron ingots would be the way to go. What is this called? Reinforced iron plate. Stitched iron plate. This would use copper, and we wouldn't have to produce screws. Holy crap. We do have a lot of this, but it requires 20 of those. But that would at least be something. That would at least be something to use the copper on, right? That would at least be something to use the copper, although we're going to be paying 4 more plates than normal, but we're not be using the screws. But do the screws get used for anything else? You know what? I've heard stitched iron plates, like I've heard those in the past. Let's go ahead and buy that. And let's do one more hard drive. Right? And for all of you out there who are like, what? Pure iron is the best in the game. I'm sorry. So sorry. Just didn't make sense to me. Because, I mean, look, we have iron. And here's another thing I wanted to avoid. You see this? Right? You see how this one isn't moving at all? And it's just, it's waiting, and we come back here to this one, right? You see how it needs iron? If we had all of these smelters not doing this, but if we had all these smelters dumping their iron ingots into like 2, maybe 4 connexes, and then those 4 connexes are dumping into 2 connexes, and then those 2 connexes dump into 1 connex, and then from there, all the ingots are dispersed, out, we wouldn't have this problem where some of them are waiting and then some of them are doing nothing. You know what I mean? Okay. I really got to figure this out. Like, I got to figure out, like, this is how I want to keep the layout. Very happy, though, about the stitched iron plates. Because we have so much of this right here that all we have to do now is bring in this and iron plates, and we can make the reinforced plates. That's amazing. And then we don't have to worry about the screws so much. We'll still produce screws, but that's great. Let's go over here and let's go up to the top where the iron plates are being made. We're going to rip all this up. I just want to grab these because I know it's creating a backlog. Right, like that thing hasn't been working because there's just been no place for this to go. Okay, is it time to rip all this stuff up? I think so. Let's just take it. And all this stuff I assume goes in my inventory. I really hope it does. It just doesn't disappear. Really counting on the developers to have done that for me. Oh, thank you, thank you, and thank you. And then there's that. Perfect. And then, yep, that's gone. That's gone. That's gone. That's gone. Goodbye. Oop. Perfect. Thank you. And then yoink, 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 yoink. Oops. Bye-bye. And bye-bye. Bye-bye. Come on now. Thank you. And thank you. All right. Oh, that's the coal. Coal is okay. Yes. So now we're just back to level 1 production. Now we're just trying to fill up connexes with level 1 items. Filling them up with screws, with iron plates, with rods. Okay. We have this whole area here. Should I build all the way up next to this thing? I feel like I kind of screwed myself because this thing is going to poke out. I'll have to put a line in here. I'll build here. This will be as far north as I go. As far as close to that thing as I'm going to go, as I should say. Some of the stuff I want to go online and like double check, like the stitch copper plates, and some things I just don't because I want to do it on my own. Cover that up. And then I guess we're going to stop here where there's a gigantic rock. I can't do anything about you, can I? Nope, you're kind of here. Alright. Well, you know, I guess I can fill in that. All the way up to Big Rock. Okay. And now you kind of see, too, like, we have all this stuff here, like, ready to go, and, like, ready to move this direction, then those things are just kind of, they're in the way. They're in the way. But, fun fact is I think I have enough resources to, build the 4 power plants down here and then the 2 extractors down here, so I'm not going to have any interrupted service. I'm just going to build the 4, build the 2 extractors, replicate what I've done here, but I'm going to make, like, this is a prototype. I'm going to make it cleaner on this side, and then I'm going to rip all this stuff up, right? So I'm not going to have any interrupted service. I think we're going to be better for it. But now I have to figure out, I guess I'm just going to extend that out and just put it somewhere over there at the far end of the map. Yeah, because they're just a little bit too tall. That's what I'll do. I'll just move them over there. I'll just extend out that. And then I'll have to make myself a better, a more appropriate one of these things. Because that looks bad. Yeah, it just looks bad. I'll figure it out, don't worry. Is that a double? Oh yeah, I used the wrong one on that one. I used the double instead of a single. I don't think I can do anything about that, or I think it'll break. Are you gonna let me just switch that out? No. Alright. Let's keep doing this. Oh, I've only got 28 concrete left. Let me grab some concrete. And the sun is rising. Oh, look at the present on top of that. That's cute. A red dawn. Blood was spilled this night. Oh, no room. Well, you would think I can put that on top of that. Why can't I stack? I guess because it's 500. There we go. I really need to go put some of this stuff, like the power slugs, like they really need to be used for something. I suppose, you can get a power slug so that you're turning out more ingots. I believe you have a power slug in you. Right, you're just gigging it. Yep. And it's not the ore is backed up, right? It's just the smelting it. So you have a power slug, you have a power slug. I guess that's what the white means. What about you? Look how lethargic things are moving out. You're not really keeping up. You get a power slug, and you get a power slug. There you go. How about that? A little bit quicker now. Perfect. Let's go try to find a place to put some stuff down at. Store it. What is that? 50, 100, 200. What is that? 100 rotors. 76 rotors there. You. Yeah. Those things are pulsating. Like they use a little bit of water every now and then, but they don't use it continuously. And I think that's because... Oh, I just built that in the water. Thank you. I think that's just because the buffer, like we need to have a ton of the buffers. Okay, he built that in the water and walked right off like a ninny. Like a fluffy headed ninny muffins. But I think they're pulsating because, like, we need to have one gigantic water reservoir. And if we had one gigantic water reservoir, I wouldn't really mind them pulsating so much. I think we'll make the turn here. I tell you, I might go watch some other people and see how they did. Like Catherine of Sky, if you ever want to watch somebody who just knows what they're doing. Catherine of Sky. I think when she went to school for like assembly line optimization. So like I think that's her bag. I think that's what she does. And let's see. Yay! We have another reward. So let's take those, and I guess we'll put them over here. So we'll do like 1, 2, 3, 4, or we'll do 3. We'll have 3 extractors, and then we'll have their tubes coming out. I think the tubes go up 3 ticks. Is there a way? Where is it? Not that. Is there a way when you're doing this? Stackable. These are just for the poles. We don't have anything for the pipes yet. Okay. Okay. Let's go up here and look at the MAM. And we're also going to we gotta do the trucks. We gotta do the trucks and we gotta do the iron smelting. Like that has to happen. Let's go pick a new deal. Alright. Oh, this is a copper one. Okay. So this is production of 22.5 per minute. The original production was 10 per minute, so we're going to double our production. We usually used just 2. Now we're going to use 3 and 3 water. 3 and 3 water for double the production of those things. Okay. Fused wire. What is this? So we get 90 per minute with this one, and usually it's 30 per minute. So we're going to get 3 times the amount, but we do have to do a brand new resource I have not seen yet. So I'm going to pass on that one. And then this is copper alloy ingot, which uses copper ore and iron ore to make copper ingot. Now you get 100 of these per minute, but you have to have 10 and 5, and originally it's just a 1-to-1, and you get 30 per minute. I think I'm going to go with the steamed copper sheet. I think I'm going to go with that. I think the game is going to... The 100 per minute versus 30 per minute, that's just a night. I'm going to go with the steamed plates. I really do hope I use these a lot. Yeah, I kind of want to just go with this because I don't know how much of these I'm going to use. Like, they might not be something that I use a lot of, but I don't think I'm going to be using a lot of the wire because I just said that wire was something that was kind of a... We're trying to get rid of it, so stitched copper plates was for us, but I would hate to pass up on that if that's like a really good. But I'm going to do the steamed copper plates. Okay. My good new parts. What does new parts mean? Let's go over here and let's try to get send something up. We haven't sent something up in a while. So we need 200 of those. We need 100 of those. We have, yeah. We're gonna do this one. So we need 400. Right, we've met our obligation on that. We need 25. Met our obligation on that. I know where I can go get more of those at, and then the copper wire. I know where I can go get more of that at. And I know, I'm not producing any of the higher tier stuff once I rip that up, and I really should be getting my keister to work on that, but you know, I want to take a little break. Basically what I mean is I'm running away because I don't know how to do it. Where's my, there it is. You're right past it. I think you're, you know, can I take another roll? Because I'm about to use that roll I take. I do that. Okie dokie. Run back over here. Boop. And boop. I might have to do this off camera. I might have to like stop and think about what I'm doing off camera. Big red button, let's go.
Milestone reached. Long-range transportation, as well as the construction of outposts, is now encouraged.
New vehicles.
Vehicle stations have built-in functionality to refuel and restock or collect parts.
Yay! Goodbye! Bye! Don't forget to ride. All right. Oh, what am I doing? Let me set up the factory to start producing some of the basic components again, like the rotors and such, and then I'll worry about the power. Because, like, I just kind of reminded myself that I really ought to be focusing on continuing production. Because that's something we're going to need. I think we're done. We're done. This is at an hour. This is an hour-long episode. My goodness, my goodness. So you guys got quite a treat today. An hour-long episode. I always go long on this game, I feel. Thank God, get all this out of here. Alright. Alright. Well, I'm gonna call it quits here. We're gonna start the next episode by laying out and building a brand new advanced parts production area. That'll be this here, and then the video after that will be moving the power over there, all the while trying to send some stuff up and getting to the next milestone and all that jazz. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm really enjoying the game. I have to fight myself not playing this offline where you can't see. I really just want to get a cup of tea and sit down after the baby goes to sleep and just spend like 4 hours knocking out like a huge part of the game, because I'm really kind of addicted to it. But I'm letting you guys come along with me, so hope you enjoy it. There we go. So you know what we're going to do in the next episode and the one after that. I hope you tune in and follow along. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.